We're live. Excuse me. Well, hello there. This is Ondarian ASMR, Matt, and yes, I am keeping the music playing in the background because it's party time. As you can see behind me, some very, very basic decoration, but yes, 3 years as a YouTuber. Oh yes, 3 years. I mean, where's the time gone? I started this channel on the 24th of June 2020, and to be honest with you, I didn't think I'd even reach the end of the first year, so it's really made a big difference. And yeah, 3 years, who'd have thought of it? 3 years, 3 years. That's how good a mood I'm in at the moment. The sun is shining. It may be boiling hot, but it's. Oh, let's celebrate 3 years of Ondarian ASMR. It's. Where's the time gone? But we're not just going to be here to talk about me. I've got some things to show you. I thought we could look at them together. Excuse me 1 second. I need to clear my throat. Sorry about that. I will just have a drink of the old soft drink. So, I made some purchases the other day. You might have seen a couple of them behind me. If I move out the way, you can see the large-scale Lego minifigure that I bought and the Lego Nano Gauntlet. Now, I went for the Lego Nano Gauntlet because I looked at the Infinity Gauntlet and it is literally all just gold Lego bricks. It looks nice, but it just merges into itself, and I didn't want that. I wanted something a bit more, recognisable, shall we say. However, I made some purchases which I don't normally do. Well, but not the sort of purchases I don't normally make. Now, these are in Japanese, but I got some Dragon Ball Z collectible cards, so we're going to have a look at them. I just noticed one of them's got a cell on it, so hopefully I will get cell amongst these. I won't be disappointed if I don't get cell, but it would be nice. I've got my opening box here, and buddy, hello. Yes, 3 years. It's been a long time, but I'm here. 3 years, 803 subscribers. So thank you to all 803 of you who've subscribed to my channel. If you're watching for the first time, please support the channel. Please subscribe. Please watch the video. Click that like button. Please click that notification bell. It really does make a difference to have your support. I think I've got new backlighting as well. New backlight, very exciting. I've upgraded to high definition technology. New laptop. New backlight. Everything is coming to you in high definition now. Obviously still got the Yeti mic for the best quality audio. And the other thing we're going to be looking at, just changing the subject quickly, I purchased a new set of Pokemon cards. There are 9 packs in here, I believe. Yes. And a full art foil promo card. So we shall look at that in a minute. Once we get a few more, because I've got another box that I bought with the sword and shield. So actually, I've got that down here behind me. So one moment. Yes, as you can see, I am quite. Beg your pardon. I am quite the geek. So this is the previous set I bought, the Zacian Elite Trainer Box. Let me hold it up to the camera. The Elite Trainer Box Plus from Sword and Shield. I have Pokemon Sword, hence why I got the Zacian box. And this actually had 12 Pokemon booster packs. So this one was a bit more, but I adore it. I haven't really played Pokemon for quite a while, but in card game form. But I do play it. Ooh, I'm just putting it down. I'm just putting it. It's a bit disorganised, but I blame the heat. It addles the brain. So, how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Have you had a good week? For those of you in Britain, I hope you're not melting too much. I certainly have been, and it's not been the most comfortable of weather, shall we say. Obviously, I'll wait for a few more people to join us before we open any cards, but just adjust the background music. I thought I'd add some background music because I think it adds to a live stream if you have something in the background. Previous live streams I've done never really had anything in the background, and moments of silence sound really awkward, but with a bit of music, da 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 da. I can be a bit silly as well. Da, 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 da. So when I forget what I want to say, I can just, But yes, here we go. It's. Warm. So yeah, I've got 3 packs of collectible Dragon Ball Z cards to open. I may have to ask anyone who can speak Japanese. I don't speak a word of Japanese, but I love Dragon Ball Z and I love anime, and I decided to get some because I thought I might frame them. I might put them in a picture frame, and they might look great on my wall, so. Oh, thank you, Goody. Thank you very much for that. Yes, as I said, please, your support helps my channel and me. It helps me to sort of create and. Oh, I don't know. But my dream is to get this channel monetized so that I can reinvest back in it and give you the best quality that you can ever have. We can have even bigger and better live streams with props, with technology. As I say, I've already got a high definition camera. I've got a better laptop. We're already on the road there, and I really do think that I want to give you the very best. I really honestly want to give you best quality content that I can. And my dream is to take my channel to a whole new level, beyond beyond what it is now. It will happen. I know it will happen. I have strong faith and belief it will happen, and it is going to blow your minds. The ideas that are coming out of the melting pot, shall we say, is something that can only be done through collaboration. And Rosea, hello! Lovely to have you here. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining. Yes, 3 years. I'm repeating myself. I am repeating myself a lot. It's so hot here. My brain isn't really functioning properly. Thankfully, there is music in the background, so you're not going to be... what's the word? Distracted by silence. Yes, a little overview. Well, where to start really? That probably came along in the July of 2020, so it's a little bit younger than the channel. But the whole thing started out with a meme where you had to choose your favourite colour, your favourite time of year, and all that. So, I'm not sure if I've still got the image. I'd share the image if I could. I'll have to post the image up on Instagram or Twitter. But it all started out because of a meme, and the answer that I got was the Lord of War and Heartache, and that stuck with me. That really, really stuck with me. And I thought, always wanted to dramatise a storyline. Now, when I was a teenager, I wrote scripts. And in comparison to what I write now, they were dreadful. I'm not going to lie, they were the worst pieces of writing you could ever think of. The dialogue was poor, the timing was poor, everything about it was wrong. And I think it took me a number of years of writing Doctor Who fan fiction and my own unpublished steampunk storyline, which is still in the works, and it's been in the works since about 2000, and mind you, my Doctor Who fan fiction has still been in the works since about 2010, because I really wrote it for the 50th anniversary. But it's been in the works for over 10 years or longer. And long story short, I wanted to get back into doing something with performing arts, because that was something I always enjoyed as a kid. So I wrote the first script, which was just called The Historian. Now, if you go back to that video, it was the most... you could tell I was really out of practice. I hadn't developed any characters. I'd only developed a basic backstory. And I thought, this is it. This is not going to work. And then I started building on other characters and editing voices. And over the 3 years, I found characters. I found Maximus. I found Volkov. I found Garen Trigon. Who else? Geoffrey, I should say. Garen and Geoffrey of Trigon. Trajan. Vespasian. Rafik. All these voices. Orion. Who else do I voice? The barkeeper. Gideon. Petrovich. I voice so many different characters now in this project, It's unbelievable. I mean, I can't do this on my own. I have the help of some incredible Guinevere. Hello, hello, and I should have given one of these to you as well, Razia. So I'm so sorry I didn't give one of these to you as well. But yes, you know, where was I? Where was I? Oh, to happen during the chest, just in the chest. Oh, 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 oh. I'm sorry. Sorry. I just made myself laugh. Oh dear. And during a jazz number as well. You can't time that any better. Oh, excuse me. Oh, what are the chances of that happening during a jazz number? Where was I? You were talking about those that you worked with. Yes. Yes, I was, Guinevere. Thank you. Um, and obviously, Guinevere is one of those wonderful people who helped me bring my dreams to reality. She voices the beautiful Cleo, who will be making a visual appearance in the storyline at some point. I have everything worked out, so watch this space. Very excited. Trajan has already been seen in person, but I think it's now time we put a face to Cleo as well. I think she deserves to be recognised, as it were. And I should say, voiced beautifully by Guinevere Pendragon. So please, please support her channel. She does some incredible voice acting. I really can't speak. I really can't speak. Any more highly. Our friendship literally goes back as content creators and ASM artists. Literally goes back to the beginning of my channel. So and of course ASMR Rosea, who is also in the chat. Is collaborating with me on the vampire project, the Blood Harvest Ball. She has already done, ASMR Rosea has already done a prequel, as have I, and you're very welcome, Gwyn. You're very, very welcome. So please, all the people that are in the chat, if you're new here and you're watching, please follow them. Please support them. They're very special friends to me. I couldn't do this without them. This channel couldn't exist without the kind hearts that really help bring my world to life. Because the continent of Monarcha is too big for any one person to try and occupy on their own with voices and faces. It's become. And there's so many different side stories now. There's Cleo and Trajan, there's the vampires, there's the dragons, there's the forest realm. We're edging into the academy and the caravan. Oh, thank you, Goody. I appreciate that. You know, but you know, what was it? You know, we've got so many different stories going on, but they're all slowly merging into each other. And over the past 11 days, you may have seen little voice acted samplers with echoes. They're supposed to be like memories. They're characters that I sorry, Goody. I thought, of course, you subscribe to me. Of course, you subscribe to me. Oh dear, don't I feel like a silly? I am so silly. Don't I feel like a silly? Um, I had my hair cut today as well. That's a different story. Oh, wonderful! Yes, yes, that's great. I look forward to hearing that. Yes, the Crimson Guard who protect the Palace of Lord Volkov. I'm still looking for people to portray vampires. I'm still looking for people to portray members of the Crimson Guard. I'm still looking for people to portray servants or slave servants. Sorry, that's my unboxing tool. I shouldn't be holding that or playing with that, really. But seriously, you know, the Blood Harvest Ball continues until the 15th of October. That's the closing date for the collaboration. For everyone to have, I've given really good notice for everyone for this one, because I want it to be like my big Halloween. Once I've got everyone's contributions in, I will be able to put it all together. I still haven't done my pieces yet. I'm still working on the prequels. But around August, September time, I hope to. Oh, thank you, Gwyn. That does mean a lot to me, actually. um, you know, I will probably record my sections for it in Angel Wings. Hello, another collaboration ASM artist, content creator, of friend of mine. Thank you for joining. It's lovely to see. Sorry. Oh, I had my hair cut today, and if you if you see me sort of fussing around with my hair, I'm still trying. I'm just oh, I look like such a fool. Thank you so much. Yes, they are. They are. I am. There's parts of chapter 9 that I'm going to slightly alter. Now, I know you've done a voice for chapter 9 of the Blood Harvest prequels, but there's a section that I did performed solo, which I'm very unhappy with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the section that features your voice, Frizea, and save that as a separate file. And then I'm going to re-record the middle section because that's the part I'm most dissatisfied with. The more I hear it, the less I like it. So you know, the section that you're featuring remains. The bit in the middle, I'm getting rid of. I'm so unhappy with it. I'm a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist. You know, I've got to have it perfect. But I'm just thinking on my feet. While I'm sitting down and thinking on my feet. But Justin, hello. Lovely to have you here, my friend. but yeah, I've got quite a few things to get done, and I'm still looking for people to join the caravan collaboration. Details are up on my social media platforms about that, so please. Nice. Yes. Always good to collab with people. Always good to collab because it gets your channel known. It gets you out there. It gets you talking to members of the community, and that, I believe, is very, very important. You know, um, that is my belief. Talk to people, collaborate with people, make friends with people, and that is the important thing. Sorry. I'm quite enjoying having this background music. I think I should do it more often. It just adds a bit of. I think this whole playlist lasts about 14 hours, but we're not going to go 14 hours. It's basically music, the same music on a loop. So it just helps. Ah, I've been recognised, have I? Uh, I was in the high street this morning. If you did recognise me, you should have come and say hello. Although you probably would have caught me off guard. But I do have a few friends from my local vicinity who follows me. I'm not going to lie, but I'm not the most approachable of people, I'm afraid, unless I know anyone directly. In fact, you've caught me off guard a bit, to be honest, because yeah, you've caught me off guard a bit, to be honest. But it's nice. I've never been recognised before for my content, um, yeah. Um, da, 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 But yeah, I just get on with things these days and do what I do best. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll have to check. Do you have any content on your channel? I'll have to check your channel out. Um, yeah, I guess yeah, because you're in Australia, aren't you, Rosea? But yeah, no, I'm in Britain, so it's nice to have a wide. I've got friends in Europe, I've got friends in Australia, I've got friends in America, um, Canada. I don't think I've got anyone from South America, and I don't think I've got anyone on my friends from Asia. Um, don't think I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, I'd have to check my subscribers list and see. But everyone's welcome here. Everyone is welcome here. Um, one moment. Sorry about that. I was called away to get some strawberries and cream. Well, it's dairy free. Delicious. Oh, I'll tell you a funny thing. Whilst I eat my strawberries, I'll tell you a funny story. Well, it's not a funny story. It's just something about me that is more of a fact. Excuse me. Anyway, I love watching fly on the wall documentaries, and there's a couple of shows that I really love watching, and that's Border Patrol. I love watching Border Patrol Australia and Border Patrol New Zealand. It's fascinating. I also do watch the American one, which is also interesting because obviously they have land borders as well, whereas Kiwi, whereas Australia and New Zealand obviously only have air and sea borders. So, but it's just fascinating to watch those sort of documentaries and see how they deal with sort of incoming problems. These strawberries are sweet. As I said, non-dairy cream. I can't consume dairy due to my gallbladder. I'm still waiting for that to be taken out, but hopefully by the end of this year it'll be gone. Now, oh, that was delicious. Can I tell the difference between an Aussie and a Kiwi accent? Can I tell the difference? Now this is where I'm going to try and do a dreadful Australian accent, and I'll make my apologies now because this is, you know, to be honest with you, no, because to be fair and honest, no, it's only because I know the documentaries are obviously one's Australia, one's New Zealand. I mean, I used to watch when I was younger. My late nan used to watch Neighbours, but she also used to watch a New Zealand soap opera set in a hospital called Shortland Street. An interesting fact. That's where this was way back in the 90s, and it was where I first saw the actor that now plays who originally played Jango Fett in Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, and now plays Boba Fett in Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, which I do hope they make a second season of Book of Boba Fett, because I really would like to see his ship Slave 2. I really think that would be worth seeing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my year 3 primary school teacher, she would say, when she spoke about what she had for dinner, and we would say here we had fish and chips, but she was from New Zealand, and I remember her pronouncing it as fashion chaps. Fashion chaps. Which for a 8-9-year-old, it was strange to hear. I mean, my year 2 primary school teacher was an American. He was from Boston, Massachusetts. Now, I'd love to visit Boston, but not because of that reason at all. Excuse me. Max. I'm very, very unprofessional as a live streamer. I don't have the level of, say, GB or, I'm just me. You know. I don't have any sort of professional setup like GB or Frivi or ASMR Kitten or Shani. It's just me talking to you on a camera. Whatever happens, happens. And well, I know she's got over 4 million subscribers. I can only dream to get that. I can only dream of getting 4 million subscribers. I am happy that I have 803. I am so grateful for all 803 of you. But yeah, one can dream, and they are, I'd like to eventually get like a more professional looking setup eventually, but yeah, well, I'd like to get my channel monetized, because any money I did make would be. I've always said this from day one. I mean, it's taken. I mean, here's me thinking. When I started, I'll tell you the story. When I started 3 years ago, 24th of June, 2020, I was young. Well, how old am I now? 38. So 3 years ago, I was 35, and I was still naive. I really thought I would hit the big time overnight. It took me 2 years to reach 500 subscribers. I didn't actually get. I didn't actually get 500 subscribers until about January 2022. So, it's taken a long time to. This is live, by the way. If this is a live stream. Yeah, I thought I would hit, and by this time I thought I'd be at, say, 10,000 subscribers. But for me, I guess in the end, it's the creative journey that I love the most. I absolutely love writing. I love voice acting. I love bringing characters to life. Because when I speak as Maximus, and I do his voice, I literally just do this with my voice. Ha! Caught you prowling, didn't I? Oh, it's you. Don't mess me about. And then, of course, I edit. It is very niche. And of course, with my voices, I edit them so that they actually sound how I want them. Volkov and Maximus both have very deep, booming voices. So, you know, I can't actually. The voices you hear me perform, I can't actually go that deep. I mean, General Jericho kills my throat because you hear sort of a very deep rasp.
But I literally have to speak like this to get his voice just right.
And you try recording a 20-minute script.
You try doing a 20-minute script using this voice, and you'll soon realize your vocal cords will not survive.
So, it does, that's why I don't include the character of Jericho very often. Or if I do, he's only in it very briefly, so I don't have to strain the vocal cords too much. It's finding a right balance, really. It's finding the right balance. But I enjoy voice acting. I think it's something I want to do. I'd love to do more of. But I'd love to I'd love to bring my characters to life. I'd love to voice them, but have them walk and talk. That's my dream. To sort of have them. Oh, all right. Thank you for that, Angel Wings. That's very interesting to know. I never thought of that. Sorry, it's an accordion playing. I'm a sucker for accordion music. Yeah, so it's been a long time coming, and you can tell I'm a bit rusty. I haven't done one of these for a very, very long time. It's been a while since I've done a live stream, and I'm out of practice, but I'm glad to be here with you. I really am celebrating my 3 years on YouTube. It does mean a lot to me. Yes, it's. My lamp seems to be playing up. It seems to be doing something to my keyboard. Sorry, yeah, as I said, I've got a lamp that illuminates the backdrop. I was going to put up a green screen, but I thought, you know what? Well, I think, it's interesting that you have such an eclectic ancestry, though. I think let's turn that off. Not the lamp, my keyboard, because that's irritating me. Seeing my keyboard lights up. So, sorry, that's. It is. It's all my sort of geek stuff. If I move out of the way slightly, you can see my new giant Lego minifigure and my nano gauntlet and all my sort of. I've got figurines hidden all over the place, really. You can see some Doctor Who companions in the far corner. Thank you, Minnie. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've never really worked out where my ancestry is from. I know that most of my ancestry probably comes from sort of. Some say it seems. I'm never really sure. I know there is someone who is doing the family tree, but there's a place in Australia. There's a place in Australia that has a link to my family. But what that is, I'm not quite sure. It's not a story for tonight. It's not a bad story or anything. It's just a long, complicated story to explain. So I won't go into it. But oh. Yeah, I have got a relative who's doing it, or a distant relative who's tracing ancestry. It's very, very complicated. I am glad you're sort of chatting with each other whilst I'm trying to think about what I want to say, and you know, as I said, I am very out of practice with live streaming, very, very out of practice. So bear with. That's why I've got the music playing in the background to try and alleviate the mood. Tell you what, shall we have a look at these cards? I've got 3 packs of cards here, and there's a whole box of Pokemon cards as well. So I think we'll have a look at these and open these up. So let me get my unboxing knife, and we'll open up this orange pack. So these are Dragon Ball Z cards written in Japanese, and unfortunately I don't speak Japanese, but I will. So I've opened up the orange pack of Dragon Ball Z cards. There we go. Ooh, these look good. Ooh, Gohan. Good job I know the characters of Gohan. Well, I don't know all of them, to be honest. I can't remember all the names. I'll have to research some of them, but they all look good. I mean, the artwork is impeccable, you know. As I say, I will have to research some of them. Don't recognise that one. That could be from GT. I never really watched GT. I'm a Dragon Ball Z. I definitely know this one. That's Piccolo. So that's the. Not many cards in that pack, but I guess. So we'll have a look at the next pack, and then we'll open the Pokemon cards. This one has more cards in it, though, than the other pack. This is the light blue pack with what looks like Vegeta and Goku on it. So we'll have a look at this one. So I've opened this one up. We got young Goku. Oh, these are all Dragon Heroes then. Oh, that's someone from Piccolo's race. As I said, I will have to research some of them because I've only seen certain seasons. So there's another one. Oh, I know the character, but the name evades me. And the 5th is a Dragon Ball itself, although I think that is also it's also got like merchandise on the back, so it could just be a holding card, but put that one in the back. Now, this one. And again, these are blind packs, so I don't know what's in them. I just pick them out at random. Oh, yes. That one's actually got an English name, Jackie Chun. So that's the first one I've seen where it's got an English name written on it. Jackie Chun. Oh, that's Trunks. That's definitely Trunks. That's Trunks. Not sure if that looks like Goku. I'll have to double check. I think that is. I know there's going to be a lot of people watching this back and screaming at their screens, going, "You're getting all these wrong." Well, you know, I bought them because I like Dragon Ball Z. I don't speak a word. I like, you know, obviously I watch the English translation. So, and then I will have to do. And then this is obviously like the part of a much bigger card. This is part of a much bigger card because that's all it is. I'm not sure if it's the right way up or if it's that way up. So that's interesting. So we'll put that one at the back. So they're the Dragon Ball Z cards. I need to open up Paldea set. So this is the Paldea set of Pokemon trading cards. So this is based around the 9th edition. So we've got a little booklet. Oh, it's the player's guide, which means they probably updated it. But I can still use my Pokemon cards from my Sword and Shield set. So we shall see. Oh, and it lists all the cards here. Ooh. So let's have a look at what we've got. So take out I love this design. I want that as wallpaper. I think that'd be great wallpaper. So I'm just going to pop that there. We've got 9 packs of Pokemon cards. More dice, which we won't open. They're obviously what you put your... Wow! Oh, there's the exclusive Pikachu card with Fuecoco, Slee, and I'm going to open that one up actually. So it's... So we've got Fuecoco, Quaxley, and Amanda, hello! Hello, hello, hello! For you, Amanda, for you. Yeah, Generation 9. It's awful, because I was going to go for the cat Pokemon as a starter, and I went for Quaxley instead, and I've completely forgotten the... hopefully it'll be amongst these... I mean, there's cards here. Said there's 9 booster packs, but I don't remember it saying anything on the box about... No, it didn't mention anything about this lot. I bet these are all energy cards, which will be useful. Let's have a look. Oh, yes. These are all energy cards. That's fantastic, because I've got loads of energy cards in my other box, so that is literally... That is brilliant. They should have... I wish they'd done that in the other box, because that is really useful to have all these basic energies, which means you can play a proper game from scratch. So what's that? Oh, they're the card holders. They're what you sort of put your card, and I've got some in the other box set as well. So that. Oh, look at that! I mean, the sort of coin. The what are they called? Coin flips. The ones I've got a metal one with Zacian in the other box set from Sword and Shield, because the Sword and Shield box set was actually much bigger. That came with 12 booster packs. So I will just pop that out of the way on top of so. And Pikachu is 60 HP, and he has the attack. It's called Adventuring Together, and it uses 3 electrical energy, 30 plus damage, and it says this attack does 10 more damage for each of your benched Pokemon. So that's interesting. I better not put that there, because my laptop is a touch screen and I don't want to accidentally hit the screen and end the stream. So here we go, the first pack of Pokemon. So that's a Pokemon. So we have in here so we've got a basic energy psychic, so I'm going to put that on the energy pile. So any basic energy, I'm going to set out some. We've got Slack Off, and that has the ability of Yawn. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Slack Off is a basic Pokemon, so it evolves into Slacking. Wattrel, which is a flying electric type, 9th generation. We got Fuecoco. And he has Flare and Spacing Out. Flip a coin. If heads, heal 30 damage from this Pokemon, and that's a 90 HP starter. Bramblin, which is... Here it's grass, but in fact... Bramblin in the video game is Grass Ghost. It's actually the first ever Grass Ghost type Pokemon. Delivery Drone, which is a Yeah, flip 2 coins. If both of them heads, search your deck for a card and put it in your hand. Then shuffle your deck. You may play any number of any item cards during your turn. So, ooh, Giraffe, which is the evolved form of Girafarig, and only available in Generation 9. Girafarig first appeared in Generation 2 Gold and Silver as a normal type Pokemon. In fact, I think it's also Psychic. But for this, they've made it normal type. Spidops evolves from Tarantula. I actually have a Tarantula in Scarlet, but I haven't evolved it yet into Spidops, which would officially be a bug Pokemon. But obviously, for the card games, they don't have all the no way. What are the chances of that happening? I have actually got 2 shiny cards, and one is the evolution of the other. So you've got Little Leo and Pyroar, and they're both reverse shiny, which means this bit's shiny instead of the picture. And I've actually got the swap them around, the unevolved form and the evolved form. That to get that in a card set is actually in a booster pack is actually quite rare. So I'm quite lucky for that. They're definitely going in my hand when I play a game. And then I've got Ceruledge, which is a psychic type, but it's also a ghost type in the game, which evolves from Charcadet, and that one is a shiny artwork card. So you do get some really good cards in these booster packs. I'm just going to go through them quick. Take out the I've got a special energy here called Jet Energy. As long as a card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides normal energy. When you attach this card from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon, switch that Pokemon with your active Pokemon, and it counts as normal energy. Now, this is something that they brought in with the previous set, the Sword and Shield set. So that is... And then we've got the basic metal energy, steel energy. That's another one of those code cards for their online. So we've got Mischief, level 70, which is a dark type. Wingull, which is a flying type, but obviously they don't have flying type in the card game, so that's normal. Pineco, grass type, but also steel type. So Mariel, I've got I actually caught a pre-evolution and evolved it. It's now Azumarill in my game. Knuckle Stack evolves from Knackley, which is a ground type Pokemon. Corvisquire, which I haven't evolved my Rookidee yet, so. And anyone who likes elephants, Qfant. I mean, look how cute that is. You can't deny that a lot of these characters and designs are super cute. We got a trainer card, Falconer. Draw 2 cards. If you have a stadium in play, draw 2 more cards. And he's a supporter card. And one of my favourite Pokemon, Tyranitar, which is a Dark type Pokemon. Dark type. Dark type Pokemon from Generation 2. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs left after this. Ooh. Oh, I've got another Q-Fant. Is it the same one? Yes, it is, but it's not a shiny one. It's a regular Q-Fant from Generation 8. Krogunk, ground type. Cetoddle, which is an ice type. But it obviously water type because they don't have ice type in the card game. I think they just didn't want to over complicate things. So that's... Oh, this one's quite interesting. This one's called Shroodle. Let me hold that up to the camera so you can see it. But that's Shroodle. And it's quite cute in the game, but it's one of the more Permission, which is an 8-like Pokemon. Reversal Energy. Oh, it's another one that sort of provides normal energy. Yeah, something about prize cards. So that'll go on the energy pile. Therapeutic Energy, which is another normal energy. Artisan. Yeah, we'll come to that one in a minute. Artisan is one of the cities in the game where you basic water energy. Then you've got Tinkaton, which evolves from Tinkertuff, and that is a shiny. Now, you're probably wondering why my reaction was... I have one of the legendary Pokemon, Chen Pao, and it's an X. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's 220 HP. It's got the ability of Shivery, Chilled, and Hail Blade. I mean, oh wow. I mean, in all the years that I have had Pokemon cards, these are some of the best quality Pokemon cards I've ever come across. For Generation 8 and 9 have really got... but they also do get cuter as well. You know, they do keep the cuteness level going as well. That's another one of those... Oh, itchy finger. Basic. So we've got a Murkrow, Dark type, Generation 2, Misdreavus, Dark type, Ghost type generation 2. Miss Chic, hello, hello, hello. Lovely to see you. I'm just going through some Pokemon cards that I bought. Sneasel. Yes, thank you. Yes, 3 years. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? For anyone who likes Gothic, there's Gothita, which is a Gothic-based Pokemon. That's something called Fighting Olay, which is Mavostiff, another dark type. Now, I haven't evolved my Quaxley yet into Quaxwell. That's the middle generation of Quaxley, so I haven't evolved mine yet. Now I've got... Oh, hello. I've got another Marill. I will be posting photos of these up on Instagram. Miss Magus, another shiny. Now, you know, I just showed you that one. Chen Pao X. Tinglu X. A second rare shiny card. Out of how many packs have I opened? 4. So we've got 5 left to open. And yeah, HP 240, and its attack land scoop does 150. Oh, this is oh, this is something else. Oh, poor Scylla. Oh dear. Naughty Amanda. Naughty Amanda. Scaring Scylla like that. Did Scylla bark? I hope Scylla barked at you. I hope Scylla went ruff, 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 ruff. Phalanx switch doesn't evolve. Oh, and Scylla, if you're watching, ruff, 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 ruff. Jigglypuff. If you know Generation 1, you'll know Jigglypuff, one of the classics. Tadpole, one of the rare... Ooh! Girafarig, which means I can use my... Farigiraf evolution. So, Girafarig, Farigiraf. I can use the evolution, so I'm keeping them together. Choice Belt, which is another Pokemon tool. Pormo. I haven't evolved my Pormy yet, but that's the 9th generation Pikachu. Even though Pikachu is available, I think Pikachu has been available in every single... Oh... Another evolution of Tinkertink, and I've got Tinkertuff, and I've got the evolved Tinkertink, but I haven't got the Veluza, which is a water type. Arctibax, which I think is an ice type, water type. But, yeah. Luxray. I've got a Luxio in the... As I said, I will be putting photos up on social media for people to see, because I am. Pikachu is the poster character, definitely. You know, another Marill, another one of those cards. Fire energy, basic energy. Saguaro. Oh, he's one of the tutors at the Orange, at the academy that you join. You're a student in the 9th edition games. So we got another Marill, another Wingull, another Pineco. Tinkertink. So I've got all 3 evolutions of Tinkertink now. So that's good. Another Firagirath. Zweilous evolves from Dano. So that's 9th edition. Dunsparce. Pointless Pokemon in the game. Don't bother getting a Dunsparce. It evolves into, in 9th edition, it evolves into the Dunsparce. And it's pointless. It's one of the, I don't know why. Like, they could have put in a better Pokemon than Dunsparce, honestly. Fletchinder, which is fire flying. And of course, the always cute Mimikyu ghost type. So we've got 3 more packs to open. Oh, Great Ball. Great Balls of Fire. Which is obviously a classic Pokeball. Relor, which is Bug. Hey, we got Quaxley. Water type. Another Tinkertink. We're just going through these very quickly now, I think. Bravery Charm. Another one for who likes gothic aesthetic. Otharita. Dark Ghost, Dark Psychic in the game. Honchkrow, Dark Flying in the game. Nimble, which is also a shiny card. Good, I've got Charcadet, which means I can evolve, I can do the... And I've got Slaking, and I've also got the unevolved version of... So I'm getting a pretty good collection of cards, which means I could actually have a proper battle. So we got Mankey, Generation 1. Oh, Scylla. Sorry, Miss Sheik, I've only just seen your question. Scylla is Amanda's dog. Delibird. Super Rod, which is a fishing rod. Love Disc, which is another Spidops. Bug type. Another Pyroar. I've got a shiny version of Pyroar as well. Sprigatito, that's it, but I've got the evolved form. Florigato. Second Super Rod. Tarantula, which means I can... Orthworm, which is actually a steel... Oh, it is steel type, yeah. So... Psychic Basic. So is that all of them? One more to open. And then that's it. But I'm really happy with what I've got so far. Basically, Okay. So we got Pinurchin, which is actually water electric in the game. Makuhita, which is fighting. Yep.
Carp.
One of expert splasher, and it actually does damage in the game. Magikarp is only worth getting if you want Gyarados.
Slowpoke.
Sudowoodo, which is actually should be a ground type or a rock type, but they don't have rock type in the Grusha, who is a supporter Primeape, and I do have a Mankey, so Crocodile, and I do have Crocodile and Fuecoco, and they're both shiny, so that's the second evolution of Fuecoco.